Hey, Mountain Man here. So, gonna take a few moments to talk to you about Karate Kid, and I'll just say this. I'll say this. When I talk about movies and TV, I may chat about those movies and television shows that are incredibly popular blockbusters. Then there's gonna be other times where I'll talk about the most obscure ones that are out there. But let's talk about the Karate Kid. All right, been standing by the fire. So Karate Kid. I'm not gonna go into Cobra Kai right now. We'll say that for some other time. Just Karate Kid. Here's what I don't get, and maybe you all can help me, because I like Daniel Larusso, but why is it that in part one makes sense? You know, he's getting beaten up all the time, so Mr. Miyagi helps him to learn Okinawan karate. And, you know, from someone that has taken martial arts, did it for a couple of years, not an expert, but I do pretty good. What I don't get is, okay, after the first movie, Mr. Miyagi helps him to win. Why is it that his karate seems to get worse and worse and worse? Let me explain this. So he goes to Okinawa with Mr. Miyagi because Mr. Miyagi's father, spoiler alert here if you've never seen Karate Kid Part 2, stop now. But of course, Mr. Miyagi's father, he gets a letter that he's sick. So Daniel Larusso jumps on the plane, takes his college fund to help pay for the ticket. They go over there. Of course, Mr. Miyagi's father passes away while they're there. But that's just kind of a side note, but that's why they're there. So he ends up at the very end, as you know, getting into a fight with Chosen, who is Sato's #1 student. Sato, of course, being Mr. Miyagi's childhood friend, who was taught Miyagi-Do karate by Mr. Miyagi's father. So Chosen is an expert at Miyagi-Do karate. Very good. And so there are a lot of things that happen in the movie where Chosen and Larusso are going back and forth. We won't go into all of those details. For those of you that watch the movie, you know about the scene where there's a bet. Okay, can Daniel Larusso break through 6 layers of ice? And anyways, long story. But at the very end, Daniel Larusso wins because you remember Miyagi does the little, and so basically he puts his 2 hands together and some, you know, they couldn't do the crane technique and didn't work. So this is like the latest, you know, kind of cryptic or secret, hidden karate move that no one knows about. So Daniel wins. Second movie, he wins. Okay. So here he's beaten Johnny Lawrence, who was John Kreese, the head of the Cobra Kai dojo, his student. He beats #1 student for Cobra Kai, Johnny Lawrence. #2, Sato of Miyagi-Do karate. He beats Chosen in a real match. Remember what Mr. Miyagi said? It's not tournament, Daniel-san, this for real. And he beats Chosen. Okay. So I'm expecting by the time that part 3 comes out on the scene, part 3, and I remember going to the movie theater to watch part 3, and I was like, you beat Johnny, you beat Chosen. So I'm expecting you to be like really badass, like you're gonna just beat the crap out of this guy that comes on the scene. That, well, Terry Silver, friend of John Kreese, puts together this plan to get karate's bad boy, Mike Barnes. So Mike Barnes literally scares the crap out of Larusso. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You beat Johnny Lawrence, you beat Chosen, and Mike Barnes is doing this to you? It just seems so inconsistent. Where is your karate? What happened? And at the very end, he says, your karate's a joke when they're having the All Valley to defend it. And he beats him with kata, which is basically, you know, just the forms, you know, like martial arts forms that they do when they're warming up. So I'm like, this is why I really hope that in Cobra Kai, that at some point, please, Daniel LaRusso, can you show us some decent karate for once? Can you do that? I know you did the spin kick in the showroom. Remember that scene with his competitor knocks the drink out of his hand? Okay, kind of cool, but like I would really want to see. I mean, I know he's not a real martial arts practitioner. Talking about Ralph Macchio, who plays Daniel LaRusso, but come on, do something, please. Like, at least it made, like, I know I said I wouldn't get into Cobra Kai, but it kind of, you know, anyways. So we'll just see, but I appreciate your comments, subscribe, like if you like this. If you don't, forget it. All right, see you later.